Welcome to another Handyman Leatherman video. Today, working on the Colorado camper. It's about a week. We started countdown before I leave to go to Colorado. So it's crunch time. So I'm getting started real early this morning before work. As a handyman, we got to work before, we got to do stuff before and after work. So let's get started, and we're going to do the ceiling. Start cutting the ceiling panels and putting the ceiling in. Looking good. This thin paneling, bolt it to the ceiling, screwing it off. It's coming along. Don't have enough material to do this in one piece, so I made, basically we just cut out two triangles. Voila! We got a rib right here, but because this piece went too long, I'm just going to overlap the two triangles on top of the existing one to give it more strength. that's gonna hold. I may just put some glue underneath there and put a couple screws to hold it. But I think it turned out pretty good. It's kind of tricky getting in that V-nose area, but it'll make this ceiling look a lot better. Now I want to add some kind of a trim piece to hide all these wires and make it look better. And then we're going to build a bench here. So, it's coming along little by little. This is a late night last night. I was out here trying to finish it, and as it was getting dark, and then I got it all together and I realized it was out of square and I forgot to square one corner, so I just fixed that. But this is the idea. You can see my trailer tie downs right there in the front. I want to say keep those exposed just in case I ever load anything in here and have to strap it down, because when I'm all done with this, I'm going to try to build it to where it could be unscrewed and just pull this whole thing out as a unit, because I still use this cargo trailer for different things. So in the center is going to be a lid that folds down, and it's going to have a porta potty inside there. Hey, it's a plate I can eat. Drop the board back in the hole. That hole is for my bucket toilet. So if we choose to do a bucket toilet, it goes within the lid, or porta potty. I built a little, just a riser, just high enough to get the porta potty in, then I cut a hole for the bucket. So whatever we choose to use on our camping trips, we can make that decision and it fits right in there. Isn't that a beautiful piece of crown? We're fancying it up a bit. Now I'm putting this little shim piece in to hide the insulation, and then we're gonna tuck in his little groove here. We're gonna put a rope light. It's gonna go all the way around, give it a little extra light, because you don't need a ton of light in the evenings, so less chance of attracting bugs too. This was a futon we used to use. I took the futon out of the frame. You can see we cut the handle off on that side because that was the side that went over there by the where our porta potty was. So by taking off out of the frame, you have a 2-inch handle there and a 2-inch over there, which is 4 inches. So I put the mechanism up here on this piece of plywood with a piece of metal, screwed it down, which gains me at least 4 inches shorter. I got a little tiny stand here, so you just lift this up with one hand. It's hard to do. Boom. Now it's a bed. So that's what we're going to screw into the trailer tomorrow. Boy, we're getting a lot done. It's approximately 11 inches. So I use it for storage underneath. And you could tell right here I had to make some notches in the metal and in the wood because the springs like to drop below. They drop below the floor. So everything is working very seamless now. Pieces of cedar that I ripped down. And I got some little plastic tube right here, and I just cut it in 1/2 inch, and I put screws through them and built me a little table. Now I'm getting ready to stain it. I've already got it all sanded. This is cedar. You could use probably something like 1/2 inch PVC would probably work good too. So, and I use exterior screws. So let's go ahead and get this stained. Oh yeah. Love this stain. It's exterior rated, it's penetrating. And even though cedar doesn't really need it, cedar will get kind of a dark color over time and look really bad. I had to sand this down because I've had it for a long time. So at least it would kind of keep its pretty look. I could have put a clear over it, an exterior clear, but this cedar is more of a white cedar. It doesn't have a lot of red in it. If it had a lot of red in it, I probably would have looked into doing that to keep that cedar look, but I think this is going to turn out really nice. Oh man, yeah. Doesn't that look beautiful? Can't wait till it dries in the morning. We're going to mount this to the side of the trailer. It's going to be a little table, permanent table that can stay outside and be waterproof. Look how the water just beads up on that stained wood. Boy, that turned out really nice.